This kind of sounds like Kirby music.
It almost does, yeah. There we go. Alrighty, alrighty then. Welcome everyone to...
MJ, get out of my cords.
Hopefully you don't get disconnect, right?
I'm just worried that at best she'll just yank out my headset. At worst, the auxiliary cable gets stuck in the headphone jack.
Oh, fun. But welcome to the Kingdom Hearts 21st anniversary, everyone. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3. It is I, Black Cross, here with NBC Mekachu.
Hello.
Now, yesterday we did state that we were going to do a grinding stream, but I remember just recently that once we get to a certain point into the main story, we will unlock something called Battle Gates. And one of those battle gates will help us grind to level 99 relatively quickly. So I thought to myself, let's just try to get to that point, and then we'll do a grinding stream, because level 99 takes a little bit of time, but getting to that battle gate would definitely help tremendously. So we're going to do that.
So work smarter, not harder.
Right.
And so the big fight begins.
Yep.
It's time. The Keyblade Graveyard is up ahead. Someone's coming.
And there's the man of the hour.
Xehanort.
Legend has it that darkness once covered the world. We know so little about the Keyblade War, only that it was just the beginning. If ruin brings about creation, what then would another Keyblade War bring? When the darkness falls, will we be found worthy of the precious light the legend speaks of?
Or will all of creation be instead returned to the shadows? Today we will recreate the legend and see.
But first, your light shines far too brightly. It must be extinguished in order for the truth to be seen.
Only when your hopes have been broken by battle upon battle can the key be claimed to Kingdom Hearts.
And break you is what we shall do. It has been etched.
Look at how many there are!
It's raining Heartless.
Okay, gang, get ready.
Heartless, Nobodies, and Unverse.
Yep.
All in one location. It would have been kind of cool if Aqua, Ventus, Mickey, Lee, and Kyrie and Riku were all a part of your party here.
That would have been crazy.
Oh, I just remembered something. After this, I need to show you something.
It's like we have ourselves a war on our hands and we're here having a blast. Time to call in the big guns.
Yep. Haven't seen this thing since Olympus.
The Heartless are just being thrown around and being like, what's going on here?
Okay, so I sent the videos that particularly was giving me thoughts of what this battle was reminding me of.
Alright.
Everybody else has gone on ahead.
Look at all the items that's dropped. Ugh, gosh. Alright, let's take a look at this here.
The first one should... Picture this, but with Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Aqua, Ventus, Lee, and Kyrie.
Nice.
And then the video below is essentially that entire battle that you just had.
And that was train. That part right there was strictly the train.
If you ever have the time, watch through the Ben 10 series. You won't regret it.
I have to keep that note. Let's see. I know I unlocked it. There it is. It's like I know I unlocked a glide, but where'd it go? Let's see. Okay.
Personally, I'd say that Alien Force and Ultimate Alien were where the series was at its peak. That is a lot of Keyblades.
It is the Keyblade Graveyard, after all.
I thought it was the graveyard, not the graveyard.
Whoopsie.
Let me guess. Take you for what you mean, not what you say.
Yep, it's like, as soon as you said that, I was like, well, that messed up there. Graveyard, wow.
Let's go.
Sarah.
Tara!
Ven!
Tara! We found you!
Tara, please say you're in there.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him.
Huh?
Now let our friend go.
He is their 13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body. But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
We're not gonna lose to you. That's it!
Ouch!
Lee.
One time Donald kick ass. Too bad we don't get to see the number points pop up. It's like max damage overkill.
Sora, you should not be smiling about this.
Especially the consequences that come in afterwards.
Ven.
This can't be real. Huh?
And it didn't even so much as leave a scratch.
Pull it together, Sora. We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts. But we have to protect them.
Right.
We stand together.
Yeah, this is very parallel to that video I sent.
Mickey,
Very.
Goofy.
It's almost a copy and paste.
No, we should all get to safety while we still can.
It's too late for that.
This is a lot more shadows than there needs to be.
They're making a straight up hurricane. Oh.
It can't be. No.
Aqua!
This is hard to watch.
It is.
Sora!
They're gone. Kyrie, Donald,
I wouldn't say forever.
the king. Gone forever. What do we do? Without them, all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it. Alone? I'm worthless. We've lost.
Way to talk to one of your best friends like that.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.
And so, as foretold, darkness prevailed and light expired.
It keeps you on your toes, what it does.
Checkmate. And so darkness prevails, and light expires. You need a new strategy.
My move, isn't it?
Huh?
It's not over.
Come on, that's not fair. I know I had you.
Yes, you nearly did. But a game's no fun if you know where it's going. There's more to light than meets the eye. I told you. Some light
How
comes
did he
from
do
the
that?
past.
Good question, right?
Did he just make more pieces for himself, or?
That game is hard to figure out the way they play it, because it's like, apparently there's like different rules that can be done in different play styles. It's not like normal chess, that much is for sure. Otherwise we wouldn't see those pieces surrounding it. Whatever form of chess they play in their world is certainly different, that's for sure. And this is just messed up.
Sora's basically in purgatory, isn't he?
Yeah. It's just so weird to see a transparent Sora.
I mean, we saw one for Jafar, so why not?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Purgatory, as I stated. The final world.
And people thought the end of the world was dark.
Can't stay away now, can you?
Hello?
The name's Chirithy, and this is the final world.
I'm Sora. What's the...
Oh, hey, it's Clifford from Clifford's Puppy Days. I mean, Fink from OKKO. I mean, that one little girl from Curious George. I mean, that one girl from Digimon. I mean, who else did they play?
She played in a lot of roles, that much I know for sure. A lot more than I can care to keep track of.
Station of Awakening. But I let that slide. The edges of sleep and death touch, and one can't help the occasional crossover.
Wait, death?
Yes.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts in and of itself is a crossover.
Yeah. The biggest one ever.
And arrive here.
Smash would like to have a word.
And then right behind that one is Infinity Wars. And then after that, whatever else.
Infinity War,
You're hanging by a thread.
it's still just this.
It's still
Infinity War's just strictly within its own series. Like, every single property there is owned by Marvel.
that is true. That is true. I'm just saying in terms of major crossovers. What comes close aside from Kingdom Hearts, Smash Brothers?
Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue, which was an overglorified drug PSA.
Okay, fair point. There's that.
We Are Family, A Message for All.
Okay. What was that one fighting game called that had a bunch of Warner Brothers characters?
Multiverses.
Thank you. Multiverses.
Nick All-Star Brawl. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Oh, and one would argue as well, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yeah.
Since that's technically both Disney and Warner Brothers, which has been
technically that and the Chip and Dale movie.
That is also true.
What about my friends?
I'm afraid that no one else arrived with you. And if they're not here, they're either gone forever, or they're clinging to the world you came from.
I'm going back!
Whoa, whoa! How exactly? You can't just wander out like your other visits.
What?
I told you. The other times you came here by your own choice. This time is very different. To become your old self again and return to the real world, you'll have to piece yourself back together in this world first.
Oh, why am I in pieces?
What? No, not literally, of course. You're conceptually in pieces. On the inside, who knows? But on the outside, you're just fine.
Oh, okay.
On the inside, I don't want to think about it.
And on the outside, I can see right through you.
Usually, only a heart can reach the final world. But since you've clearly managed to retain some kind of form, that can only mean your body was cast into this world as well.
Okay, so then if I can find my body, that means I'll be able to go back?
Precisely. But there's a lot of you to find. You're going to be busy.
These must be pieces.
Enter the Soraverse.
And this is just level 1.
Sora?
Yes?
It's me, Naminé.
Naminé?
I'm so glad that you managed to hold on to who you are.
Why are you here?
I was in Kyrie's heart. Then we were struck by a powerful darkness. And I woke up here.
And Kyrie?
I can feel her heart. She's fighting with all her strength to keep you from fading away.
So the reason I retained my form in this place...
It's because she's holding you together. Go to her.
I'm trying, but what about you? I can't just leave you stuck here.
It's okay. Really. Kyrie is where I came from. So when she's safe again...
Technically, it was also from you, Sora, since you were harboring Kyrie's heart within you.
Right.
The date escape doesn't count. I need to say the words myself. But not like this. You and Roxas can't tell me you're okay with this. I know how much you're hurting. I felt that pain through Roxas.
He's the one they all miss. It's not me.
Wrong. What about me? Kyrie, Donald, Goofy, the King. Roxas too, he misses you. And someone else special I know won't let you down.
Sora, thank you.
Well, then I'm gonna go save Kyrie, so at least you'll be free of this place. okay?
Wait.
Huh?
While sifting through memories, I spoke to Terra, the Keyblade wielder you've been looking for. He has a strong will, and it keeps him tethered to the realm of light. I'll try tracing that connection. Maybe that'll be enough to tip the scales in the other direction.
Huh?
Let's just say I've got your back.
That part of you? It reminds me of Kyrie. Thanks, Naminé. No, that's not the official thank you.
I love how Sora is.
Also, the shape and where she was embodied in that cutscene, I had to use all of my will to stop myself from going.
Oh, Lord.
It was either that or the.
Oh, that's funny. This is where things really get messed up.
What a weird place.
You're saying that so calmly.
Yeah, it's not normal.
So why is there 111?
I don't know.
Knowing Nomura, there's gonna be some significance to that.
Yeah, and people are going to try decoding that number.
I gotta put myself back together. There's no time to waste.
I don't know, Sora. Who's to say that this world doesn't abide to the space-time continuum? Ugh. Oh, you know what's something that would be kind of cool?
What's that?
Whenever we get the Sora amiibo, and whenever the Sora amiibo gets officially distributed, assuming it hasn't been already, I could imagine somebody using the figurine and making a custom mold to make its resin casing to be in the likeness of when Sora arrived in the final world.
Oh, good Lord Almighty.
I mean, would that not be cool?
It'd be freaky, but yeah, that would be cool. That is not how I wanted you to rotate for me. Although this works.
$69.
Almost there.
Oh gosh. All these swords are just hanging out here.
What happens if you collect all the ones that are just around here? Do you get anything extra?
Not really, no.
I imagine they have more than just 111 on this space.
Oh yeah, there's obviously more than 111.
Has anyone managed to hack the game to allow you to collect them all?
Nah. As far as I know, there really isn't anything extra that you do get. It's just...
Like, does it... just to see how many of them there are. Hey, 94. That's Delmar's birth year. 98. That's my birth year.
We are past 89, so...
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, good Lord Almighty. What the heck is this noise?
What a better time for you to get Glide.
Yeah, during this transition where we would absolutely need it. Just out of curiosity. Oh, it does. Huh.
Ooh.
But do we really want to try to do that for however many swords there might be?
Get to 358 if you can.
Because of course, right not. Want to try to find a good swarm of them.
A good swarma of Sora. After all, you're picking up more than just yourself. You're also picking up Roxas and Shion.
Yeah.
I'm just reminded of that one time in 358 over 2 days. It was like, is this the Heartless Axel? Well, let's see. If we find a big Heartless, we'll find Shion. Do you see Shion anywhere? No. Then that's not the Heartless we're looking for. Move on. And then you added in, was like, is that the Heartless? No. Is that the Heartless? No. Does it look like the Heartless? No.
We had a lot more fun during those times. I mean, we still do, but still, just reading the dialogue was enough to take out of context of what was going on, really.
What's it like having a best friend, Axel?
I don't know. I've never had a best friend.
It's like, couldn't tell you. I don't have one. Oh, we're up to Mew. Chikorita. Bayleaf, Meganium. Cyndaquil. Lava. Typhlosion.
Now, how the hell do you expect me to get back up there now?
Totodile, Crocodile for Alligator Centret. Ferret, Hoot Hoot. Noctowl, Ladybug.
About to say, where'd you go?
Lady In. Spinarak. Ariados Grande, Crobat, Shincho Lantern. Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Togetic, Natu, Zatu, Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos, Blossom, Meryl, Azumarill, Sudowoodo, Politoed, Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff, Apom, Sunkern, Sunflora, Yanma, Wooper, Quagsire, Espeon, Umbreon, Murkrow.
That was weird. What's going on here?
Slowking, Misdreavus, Unknown, Wobbuffet, Girafarig, Pineco, Fortress, Dunsparce, Gligar, Steelix, Snubbull, Granbull, Quillfish, Scizor, Heracross, Sneasel, Teddiursa, Ursarinx, Slugma, Magcargo, Swinub, Piloswine, Corsola.
Did I get that just from collecting these things?
I guess there's a merit to doing this after all.
Huh. Out of all the things I've heard people talk about this game, this is one I've never heard of.
Remoraid, Octillery, Delibird. Mentine? Okay, there it is. Mentine.
Did it rotate at all? Doesn't look like it did.
Skarmory, Houndour.
You know, Sora, there's more to hanging around than just laying around, right?
He looks dead. Houndoom. Kingdra. Vampy. Oh my god, I found a Vampy! Donphan. Porygon 2. Stantler. Smeargle. Tyrogue. Hitmontop. Smoochum. Elekid, Magby. Miltank, Blissey. Raikou, Entei, Suicune. Larvitar. Pupitar.
Am I really gonna have to try that?
Tyranitar, Lugia. Hello, Celebi.
You alright?
Dry throat. It's usually like this around this time of year.
Ah.
Trico. Grovile. Sceptile. Torchic, Combuskin.
Okay, I just saw all that swarm right there. I want to get to... if I can. Where did the platform go? Ah!
Blaziken, Mudkip, Marshtomp, Swampert, Poochyena, Mightyena, Zigzagoon, Linoon, Wurmple, Silcoon, Beautifly, Cascoon, Dustox, Lotad, Lombre, Ludicolo, Seedot, Nuzleaf, Shifttree, Talo, Swellow, Wingull, Pelipper. Ralts. Curlia. Gardevoir. I'm beginning to think some of these respawn. Surskit. Masquer Range, Shroomish. Breloom. Slack Off, Vigoroth. Excuse me. Slacking, Nincada, Ninjask, Shedinja, Whismer, Loudred, Exploud, Makuhita, Hariyama, Azurill, Nosepass Skitty, Delcatty, Sableye, Mawile, no wait, we're still on Sableye. Now we're on Mawile. Aron, Laron, Aggron, Meditite, Magnet. Wait, Meditite, Medicham. Electric, Magnetric, Plusle, Minun, Volbeat, Illumise. Roselia, Gulpin, Swalot, Carvana, Sharpedo, Wailmer, Wailord, Numel, Camerupt, Torkoal, Spoink, Grumpig, Spinda, Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon, Cacnea, Cacturn, Swablu.
Did we reach a max?
I don't know.
Yeah, we hit a max. The game was like, alright, we're going to stop you here, or otherwise you're probably going to be here all day, ain't you? What was the count there? 330 something?
333.
Oh, we came close. Although to discover you get 2 HP ups, that's pretty cool.
I see that you found them all.
Did we?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there was plenty more.
Oh, thanks.
What? I'm doing you a big favor here, you know. Don't push it.
Hey, Cheerthy, you still look like you, right? Would you like me to help you find your pieces?
Oh, I don't work like that.
So, like, You're waiting for someone to rescue you?
Sort of?
Well, tell me who. I'll find him. Huh?
No. That's okay. He doesn't remember the past. Besides, I'm sure that he's much happier with his new friends. But I'll wait. He'll arrive here one day.
Okay. I'll be back to visit you.
What?
Are they referring to who I think
You
they're
and me are
referring to?
friends now.
If you're referring to Ven, yes.
Really? I've missed having friends.
Well, see you around. And thanks.
Huh?
Could I get a hint how to save the others?
Seriously? Are you a Keyblade wielder, or aren't you?
He's an eccentric one.
Haven't you already learned how to restore someone's heart after it's been lost?
Restore their hearts. Is that the same thing as the power of waking?
Well, I'm not sure, but give it a shot.
It's your only lead.
No. This'll take all my heart. Okay.
A keyhole.
Don't mean to damage your flooring, but
Look for the light in the darkness. May your heart be your guiding key.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.
He went back in time, didn't he?
yep. By trying to restore himself and his friends, he's having to go back in time.
He's basically doing what Merlin advised him not to do at Timeless River.
You know, it's a funny thing about that ruling. You know, where it's like, Merlin stated it about dark intentions and stuff like that, but it's like, in this case, it's not really in dark intention, is it though, Merlin? Merlin's like, and Archimedes like, I told you this would happen! I like to imagine that's what's going on. Oh gosh. I make myself laugh.
Now where are we?
This is Herc's world.
Olympus.
Is Riku here? There's nobody here.
Gee, I'm here.
Jimmy's basically saying, "What am I, chocolate liver?"
Well, okay.
No, you're a pistachio.
But what are we waiting for? We need to find the others.
Right.
Oh God.
What?
Did Jiminy travel with Sora into Quadratum?
Yeah, we don't even know if he's hopped off of Thor or not. That's gonna be a weird synopsis there. It's like, how did I end up here? This is messed up right here.
He's being sacrificed at the altar. Is that an Unverse or a Heartless?
It's essentially a Heartless, but it's a Reaper Heartless, what it is. Which is messed up.
Go after the Heartless that took Riku's heart.
Hurry, Sora! We can't let him get away!
There he is right there.
I mean, I don't see any meter telling us that we need to catch up to him.
Forget the small fry. We gotta go after the one in charge.
Nothing's really stopping us from fighting the Shadows and the Neo Shadows from level grinding. Or for level grinding. Also, this Reaper's kind of reminding me of an owl.
Hey, wait!
There's no need to worry, Sora. He'll return to the place he fell, like you did. We gotta focus on rescuing the others.
Okay.
Jiminy followed Sora into the final world?
I mean, how else would you describe it?
That scoundrel must have fled into one of those pools of shadow that are down below us.
Where did they lead?
Well, I think they might be portals to other worlds.
Okay, maybe that's where we'll find the others.
If we hurry.
Can you imagine Jiminy trying to explain all this to Pinocchio? Be like, Pinocchio, you're not gonna believe the journey I've been through!
Defeat the Lich. Okay, that's what it's called. Also, how fitting to make the Pirates world be the place where you get Aqua's heart.
Like he's actually gonna do that.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
But yeah, this just puts a whole new insight on the cricket. Okay, now we're in Arendelle. Goofy.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Enough!
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
Okay, I kind of wonder if you were to head up to the... just fall down without making it
Any of the portals, what would happen?
yeah.
I imagine you respawn from the top again.
Wait, did they show Donald's model from Monstropolis here, or?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we're essentially in our
Also,
monster form.
Is the order that you collect the hearts dictated on which world you go to?
Nah, because otherwise we would have been to Toy Box World. We haven't been to that yet.
Let's try another portal.
I think, yeah, this one's right here is Toy Box World.
My point is that, like, what exactly, like, does the world dictate which heart you need to rescue?
I don't think so. Like, yeah, I think each heart is set in a certain world, but I don't know what the indication is of why they're in that world.
Ventus.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
Corona. Mickey.
Okay, where'd you go? There you are. It feels lonely without Donald and Goofy here. It's still fun to use, though! Nice.
Hey, stop!
That's the last one. He must be hiding in there.
Of course, Kyrie's the last one. Or would it be Axel?
This one's Lee, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it's Lee.
Oh. MP increasage.
Well, Sora, I'd say we've been to every world that we can visit.
But we're one short. Where's Kyrie's heart?
Geez, I wish I knew.
You!
Hmm? All that gallivanting through the sleeping worlds, and yet you learned nothing.
What?
Dream by dream. You nearly buried yourself in the dark of sleep, and now you're at it again. The Lich you've been fighting, it's not like other Heartless. It exists to usher hearts down to the depths of darkness. If you chase it, you will condemn your heart to that same abyss.
You're wrong. My heart is strong.
What do you think the power of waking is? It's for traversing hearts to reach worlds, not for traversing worlds to reach hearts. There's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly.
So what? You're worried about me now?
No. There's no saving you.
Huh.
You've paid the price. And it lies at the bottom of the abyss.
Wait! Oh, Sora! Oh. Oh.
Hurry, Sora! The way to the Keyblade graveyard is open! Chipper and I found a new path.
Because, of course, they had to share into the spotlight somehow.
That's the one place we haven't checked yet.
How are they contacting Beyond the Grave?
That is an excellent question. I'm pretty sure even cell phones would be completely out of reach. It's like Chip and Dale are searching desperately. It's like, I don't care how, we have to find them! Find them how! Dale's like, well, there's only one place we haven't tried. Where's that? Beyond the grave? Search there!
Sora.
Kyrie! I found you!
You see? I had no doubts that you'd pull through.
The light in the darkness. It was you. You're the one who kept me from fading away.
All I did was believe that you wouldn't.
I feel strong with you, Kyrie.
Oh, will you two just kiss already?
I told you, Sora. You're safe with me.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Kyrie. It did work.
Gosh! Now point us back at those guys. Right.
Back into the fray again. Now that I think about it, did we ever see that when we first entered in? Okay. It's like, alright, so we finally did see it.
Let's go after them.
I'm imagining Sora pulling out his phone, and Donald and Goofy are like, "How could you think of taking a picture at a time like this?" Yes, save.
That was a lot.
Oh, Kyrie's on there now. How fitting.
Deja vu.
Ven! Tara, we found you!
Tara,
Here we go again.
please say no more.
Let's hope it doesn't repeat the whole thing all over again.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him.
Huh?
Now let our friend go.
He is their 13th!
He is their 13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body. But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
We're not gonna lose to you.
Guess who decided to join up?
Lingering will.
You guessed it right.
Who are you?
Got you, Xehanort.
Tara?
This is impossible.
How I've waited for this moment.
His blade doubles as a whip?
Can you imagine a Keyblade that can have that type of power? I mean, yeah, that's what the Keyblade transformations are, but I mean, to transform into any form of weapon. It's crazy. Because it could transform into a cannon, a whip, a freaking bike.
Tara! No, then. But... Them first.
Yeah, we got other problems.
We'll hold off the others.
Okay, we've got this.
Are we gonna actually take down a demon tower this time?
Yep.
Not actually just have the HP be dwindled about halfway and then the battle ends?
Yeah, this time is for real.
But yeah, the thing that I mentioned in regards to Jiminy, that's totally gonna end up in the reels.
I've been summoning this more often than I should.
Wait, you didn't show off Stitch.
That's true, I haven't.
Show him off.
This would be a perfect time to do it, yeah? Let's see. I guess we can't summon links right now for some reason. Why? I have no idea.
Oh, it'd be hilarious if you could summon him up when you fight Xehanort. Hi.
The primal returns!
Hello! You showing up just in time for the big war.
What do we got?
We're fighting a demon tower.
Oh, crap. Well, then it comes back. It's like back into my old self, and then I just and I just go, oh, hi, kitty.
I may or may not have gotten Chris interested in Ben 10.
Oh, hello. We got a Ben 10 fan back. Join the Plumbers Academy. Let me tell you something, Chris. Ben 10 is an awesome show, and if you don't watch it, then Well, I can't really do anything, but. Damn, ringing in my ear. That's what happens when I go too loud. Up. Oh, wait. Did the thing happen?
Did what happen?
I'll DM it to you because I don't want to spoil the audience.
The fact that those shadows were able to move that freaking rock golem is crazy.
Yeah, it already happened.
Damn it! I was gonna shout that.
Don't worry, I'm doing for you.
Nice. All right, I might as well get it in so that way everybody can bring it home. Head up! All right.
You kind of cut off when you said it.
Damn it! Even when I do say it's being a dick. Dude, Sora looks so fucking badass in this.
Oh, you should have seen what happened when we were in the Caribbean. He was throwing punches.
Yep.
Yo. Goofy taught him to throw hands.
Need some help?
Well, gee, Sora. Well, the first thing I gotta do is just throw a freaking punch. But Goofy, I don't want to do that. Throw a punch, Sora, damn it.
Who was that?
That was Ephemera. And this is the only tie for Union Cross that we get, aside from Cherothy.
Oh, dude,
And
I
of
would
course,
love to play Union
Ventus
Cross
and
again.
Larcene.
Yeah.
I would love to play Union Cross again.
Oh, the Keyblades have come back to life.
This is really cool. Because basically the top, I forgot how many number players they picked out, but they picked the top number players of Union Cross to join in on this final act. So their usernames are basically part of this.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's gonna become the ultimate Keyblade. Okay, that is kind of bad. Actually, I like this.
So all of them are canon.
Yep.
So are you doing this in the rhythm, or...?
Yep. Breaking through the shadow barrier and fighting against the core.
The Eye of the Storm.
I am the storm that is approaching, provoking King Black Clouds in isolation. That actually looks so badass.
Yeah.
Imagine if Sora actually just gained all their Keyblades and just did that again for the final battle.
That would be insane.
And it's only a basic attack.
Okay, there's a lot more dark orbs than there should be.
No, this looks like the Dark Queen from Black Knight.
Oh, I just realized some music that would have worked well for here.
What's that?
We Believe in You, Mario from Thousand Year Door.
I don't think I've heard that one. I'll have to look into. I'll have to listen to that.
I'll DM it to you.
And we finally learned Kirga.
And then watch him lose it at the end.
I actually did lose to that back whenever I played through Critical for the first time. It is possible. Whenever you're dodging those dark balls and stuff, they hit hard.
Oh, hey, we got people in the live stream. I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Who is it?
From long ago.
I can't really see it.
His name's Cosbot.
Look.
Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Yeah, this is badass. I like this.
Hi.
Just send out the big bad.
Dude, Organization 13's outfits are really freaking cool.
Replicoo.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
You!
The organization's been using hearts. One Xehanort got to in the past and has influence over. So, that must be you from when Ansem had control of your heart.
Hi, I'm Riku. I don't like sand.
How could I forget? I'd say that was our finest hour. Wrong. My hour of weakness. You sure? How about we find out?
Riku versus Riku? Oh shit. Never mind.
That's not a dark side.
What the hell is that?
Real test for the mark of mastery. What did you say?
We gotta make sure you're not blundering your way toward a second failure.
Zigbar.
Blundering?
Yar, Mickey! We gotta make sure you're not failing and fucking up.
At least you admit it. Well, if you Guardians think you
It's been a while. I'm sorry. I've been dead, so they had to bring. So I had to be brought back to life for this.
Kid, take it away.
That'd be scary if you had to end up fighting something like that.
I just realized that was supposed to be in the silhouette of Xehanort.
Yeah.
So he just summoned a bunch of harlot. And he just fucks off. That's so lame. I want to fight the giant monster.
Don't worry, we get something a little bit cooler than that. In just a little bit. Just gotta wait for one particular person to show up to help us here.
This isn't good. Form up now.
Get Walt Disney. Get the creator of the entire Disney franchise to go up and kick some ass.
Nah, they get Nomura in.
By the power of
This really is the finest hour.
If you try to use time magic against these numbers, you won't have enough strength for the final battle.
Oh yeah, Mickey has like freaking Back to the Future powers. I forgot.
More like the ability to freeze time.
Oh, he's got Zawardo?
Well, it's Stopga, but...
Stop the, but yeah. I mean, it did stop Yoda at one point, didn't it?
Everyone, get ready.
I think.
Wait, Yoda?
We're talking about the Death Battle video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I finally watched that a couple of weeks back. That was really good.
Dude, Yoda would be a badass in this.
He would be.
Use Zeta Flare again!
No. Using Zeta Flare comes at a very severe cost. Donald nearly lost his life when using it the first time.
Yeah.
Also, you're a bit late. Showed up at the last second.
Get Sid!
Finally!
Jesus Christ, he's powerful as hell. He just pulled a freaking Moses. The Pharaoh will chase after you, so I must protect you from the Heartless. Now watch me go up a mountain and get some stone tablets. I'm going straight to hell for these jokes.
Nah, you be going to the final world.
What does the final world look like?
You'd have to have been there.
You just have to gather 332 of yourselves.
Oh, what? Dude, I'm an asshole. I don't want to deal with multiple people of me.
It's just remnants of yourself.
Yeah, that's fair. Make haste. They go like a brisk walk.
Wait, where's Donald and Goofy?
They're staying behind to help Ying Sid.
Oh.
I mean, this battle is...
I couldn't have told that with what was going on.
Yeah. I mean, this battle is meant for the 7 Guardians of Light, after all. Not the 9.
What about chaos being power, and then power summon someone with the chaos?
What?
I was trying to make a reference to the 7 chaos emeralds. Hold on, let me read the correct speech. The servers are the 7 chaos. Chaos is power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos.
Huh.
Where's Noah's Ark, Mickey? Yeah, okay. It's just the alternate universe of Mickey, where he just shows up with a freaking boat, and he has like all the animals. And it's like, all right, guys, looks like we're gonna have to help other me out. So I want you guys to go out there and kill the other guys. And all the others just try to trample the Heartless.
The question is, would it be Mickey or Donald, considering the Fantasia bit?
I think. Well, the guy says, "Where's Noah's Ark?" It's like, "Where's Noah's Ark, Mickey?" So I'm assuming that there's like an actual Noah's Ark Mickey out there. So.
Nah, that'd be Donald.
Yeah.
Because of Fantasia 2000.
All right, yeah, Donald it is. So yeah. So it's like, Yeah, let's help this sorcerer me just beat the shit out of people, even though we don't believe in magic and we think magic is fucking evil.
I am so glad you have captions on.
We shall unlock the Keyblade War's secrets.
I can feel your... Dude, this is literally just Star Wars. Except not really, but you get the idea.
The ultimate key.
I mean,
That's
I
a
did
badass
compare
key, I want that.
Palpatine to this guy before.
Yeah. I want that key now. That's a cool looking key. Dun 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 dun. Now all I need is pow. No, you know what this is? This reminds me of Chip fusing with the. Oh wait, I already compared it to that secret boss fight we fought last episode.
Oh, the one from the Einhander series.
No. It's like Gaia's perfect form, where he combines himself with all the temples and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this literally looks like something that would happen here. Great. Now I'm just thinking about whose adventures of freaking Kingdom Hearts 3, and I don't like it.
Oh hey, we got a follower.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah. I know it's a joke, but I was trying to add on to it, but. This is my escape. Dude. Endless Possibilities Orchestra, so good.
Alright, time to save, because dadgummit was out a lot of time.
Oh, shit. Are we done, or what?
Nah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
So. I was just saying, we've been through a lot in just from the last save point to the previous one.
Oh, I guess I need to get through the door before it closes.
Ouch. Mostly just messing around.
The guy said, "What the?"
Freaking Dark Riku's cool shooting abilities. I kind of like that.
That's strange. I'm trying to watch the stream on Twitch, but the website's not loading. Mini player's working just fine, but I can't get it to work on Firefox.
Huh.
Wait! Ansem! Where are you going?
Ouch.
Riku!
Hey, let's speed it up. Keep the line moving.
So we're fighting both Zigbar and Riku.
Yep.
Let's make it interesting. This one's special. I'm done with you. Later. You better run.
So, this is your power.
Figures. If I had a Keyblade, it'd be different.
Like you're actually.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
One?
Oh. I am worthy.
No, Mjolnir, you aren't.
What do you mean?
The old coot
They're talking about
promised
him
to
having a
prove
Keyblade.
me his.
Oh, yeah.
Why else do you think I would ever put up with all his nonsense?
It'd be wasted on you.
If only you knew.
As if.
Are they actually going to do that? Well, that's fucked.
Yep.
So he's gone.
For the rest of the game, yeah.
I'm unstoppable! Think fast! Gotcha! One more! Back at you! Come on! Got him! You like this? There! Who's stronger?
Now that was awesome.
Dude, I always like these effects they have for, like, the shadow monsters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're not real. I'm the real one. Aren't you my past self? From when Ansem possessed me? No. You beat Ansem and you're still here. This guy is me. I knew it. It's a replica. A soon-to-be empty vessel. I've been waiting for a chance like this.
Wait, so he just possesses a freaking body?
Nah.
That's kind of fucked up if you think about it.
Hey! What are you doing? Take No. The world already has you. There's someone else who needs the replica more. You know who I mean.
No, I don't.
Namne.
Wait.
You're saving her.
He sacrificed himself for Nominee.
It's a nice send-off, what I think it is. Although, to be fair, we do have a number of Roxas, Vexens, and Sora, so what's stopping for having 2 Rikus?
I mean, we technically do have 2 Rikus.
Yeah.
There's Riku and Riku. Then there's the Riku we don't talk about. And there's the Riku that lives in his mom's basement. We don't like him either.
I was talking about the Final Fantasy character, Riku.
Replica for Namine?
And there's the Riku that thinks that putting on a snapback hat and going on a skateboard is okay, even though it hasn't been cool since like the 90s.
I know.
I'm going after Ansem.
Okay. I'll go help the others.
Now to help Mickey.
Dude, you got a freaking sword. That's not a keyblade, that's a fucking sword.
That's the ultimate weapon for you.
I place 2 monsters face down and I end my turn.
Your Majesty!
You know, for a king, you think he'd be wearing like armor or something.
Well, so would the others.
So then we're fighting Xemnas, Luxord, Larcene, and Marluxia at once.
Well, minus Xemnas. For some odd reason.
He's keeping the barrier around the place.
Yep.
If you touch the barrier, does it like hurt you or?
Nah, it just prevents you from getting out of situations and stuff.
Jesus Christ, Thor's a god now.
Oh, you think that's amazing? You should see how he was messing around with Marluxia. Well, not Marluxia, with Xehanort at the very end.
We almost killed Marluxia. Did you see that one little bit of HP left?
Yeah. You body bagged him.
The game was like, okay, hang on just a moment. Oh, gosh.
Xemnas!
Exactly what I needed.
We're going to play a game of duel monsters.
Sora, look out!
Like dragon!
This is more hilarious than you think when you said dual monsters.
Oh no.
He literally gets sucked into the card.
I summon Mickey in attack mode.
Sora, one final game. The rules are simple. All you have to do to win is find me among these cards.
he's throwing this shit again.
Yep.
I hate that.
I mean, that's how he fights. And of course, we still got these two to handle.
you out.
I like the white outfit.
Wait, are you able to...
Oh my god!
You missed out on a lot, Primal.
Yeah. I've been dead. What do you expect? Freaking Zemnis came into my apartment, was like, "Hey, heard you were playing Kingdom Hearts. Heard you were helping Sora. Not cool. Stab." That's why I was going.
You know, I honestly forgot about that card.
What's this?
A wild card. You've earned it. Hang on to it.
It has my contact info on it.
It has my OnlyFans. It has my OnlyFans password too.
When we're just guys.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
It also
Hit
has my
the bell to get notifications.
Oh gosh.
Be sure to also follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
watch my collaboration with Jake Paul,
Pixiv, Tumblr, Telegram, let's see, what other websites?
those, True Social.
DuckDuckGo?
That's a search engine.
And down goes Marluxia.
You're just one-shotting people left and right. Holy shit.
I mean, he was almost dead to begin with anyway. He
Are all your
just
stats
got
like-
lucky enough.
Are all your stats like 999 or something like that?
No, not yet.
Is that a real laugh?
Although I did go ahead and max out my keyblades. So that's part of the reason.
Really? That's good.
And now I am on the cusp.
And now I just need to go to therapy.
Identity. My purpose for being. Thanks to you, Sora.
They all have yellow eyes for some reason.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, there probably is. I was just dead.
It's time for you to go.
Xehanort put a bit of him inside each of them.
I'm throwing my banana stars at you.
What's the matter?
Look at those like kunais and tell me they're not bananas.
I mean, I compared her hair to the Pokemon Celebi.
That's true.
I'm about to say, did any of them hit her?
Shit, I want to make a game like this now. This is so cool.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding?
You're gonna be recompleted.
I didn't ask you for your garbage.
Well, you got it. Regardless.
It's not even an opinion. He just gave facts. He just told you what happened.
But could be worse. Become that geezer's heart tank? No thanks.
Then why help him?
I was really just along for the ride.
With...
My secret.
Meanwhile, everybody that's played Union Cross, we know! It's like, shut up. I get it. There's a lot of storytelling in Union Cross.
played a bit of Union Cross when it was out. I wish they brought it back though. So.
What, you're saying that they need to make a version of it for consoles?
Maybe not for consoles, but like, you know, just something to play, I guess. Because people like doing that, you know. If it's just getting repetitive after a while, so.
Going down.
Oh, you gotta find. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, you go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna say I would like to see a console version of Union Cross.
Maybe with like 3D graphics or something, where you can like customize a character.
Exactly, especially when you consider that the Heartless designs are so badass looking in Union Cross.
Imagine them in 3D.
maybe you can color your Keyblade too, and like have like certain preset blades and like what your blade's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Like mine would be a combination of like probably like a fire one and probably like a more like mystical looking one, I guess.
Yeah.
And obviously I'd wear blue because it's my favorite color. So.
I'm more of a cyan person myself.
I consider that blue-ish, like it's more like a bluish green.
I take it we're going to help out Axel next?
Yep.
I would love for Roxas should just get to be his own person. They shouldn't have to just fuse him with people all the time.
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Oh no. Oh no, did they screw something up here?
Now we're gonna get to the tearjerker. For me anyway. And maybe for Mekachu.
Axel! Sora!
I like to imagine after this, Sora should become king of the Disney World.
No, he's a Keyblade Master. That's the main goal.
So would you consider Kingdom Hearts 3 to be like the ultimate alien of the series, or?
I think so. It definitely ends off nicely.
Never been higher.
What? Because because I'm thinking like 2 might be the alien force of the show, and then not show game franchise. 1 is like regular series, and then I'm hoping 4 might be the Omniverse.
For better or for worse.
Yeah. Like imagine him going through different universes of Keyblade Masters. Whatever.
That'd be interesting.
You are red. I hate you because I am blue. Let's play Rock'em Sock'em Robots to settle our score. You're not in the original.
When I trusted you to deal with traitors.
I don't know. My jokes are not as funny as they used to be because I've just been like, because you know I just came back last second. I'm just like trying to be my usual quippy self.
Yeah.
About it. How about you were never my superior?
Ah, ever the rogue pawn. Knocked from the board early in the game. Utterly useless and forgotten.
Are you kidding? Do you know how popular I am? I got loads of people rooting for me.
He's not wrong.
and the fangirls.
Axel. Got it memorized.
Is this supposed to be a Keyblade? Or is it some sort of joke?
Of course, the white guy makes fun of people for like inferior stuff. It's because I'm red, isn't it?
That has to hurt.
That is terrible.
Axel.
Our plans have been dashed by you. far more times than I care to count. Now it ends. I will purge that light in you with darkness. Changing sides again?
We need him alive. You know that.
We only need his heart in order to forge the key. We do not
Heart
need
and
his soul.
soul. Da 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 da. Heart and soul.
Shion?
You were friends.
Yep.
Then you take his life.
Who are you?
I can see it quiver a bit. That's really good. They got a really good subtlety to it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do this. Wait. It's all right. You can stop now. It's all right.
Shion.
How the fuck does Sora Oh, yeah. They did some stuff.
The haze is finally clearing.
Useless puppet.
What a dick.
Your Keyblade is no more. And still you think you can play at being a guardian of light? You can wait your turn.
Kick small child for the sake of being a villain.
Just in time.
Hands off, my friends.
Roxas!
It cannot be.
Roxas. My turn.
Roxas.
This is impossible. Where did you get a vessel?
Oh, that's how.
Same how.
Most of the organization's members, they traveled here from the past as hearts. And you had replicas ready and waiting.
That's how. I know what they did.
One for each of them.
Who told you?
I owe my return to many. Some of them people you knew.
Ansem the Wise. Zexion.
And others too. It seems you're not as good at winning over people's hearts as you think.
I see.
There was one last thing I needed in order for me to be whole again. A connection. Sora helped me find my way back here. To my friends.
Roxas.
I don't need.
Would Roxas be like Sora's son? Or like.
We don't want to think about that for right now. This is kind of that Shion's and Fexen's connection thing all over again.
Just as we have more darknesses to replenish our ranks.
Rest, Axel. Roxas will fight in your place. And I'll fight for Kyrie.
Yeah, when it comes to Keyblades, you're the old hands.
They are pros at it.
You're just destroying his health.
Good.
Holy shit. He has like a bunch of like health dots, and then you just like ate through them like Pac-Man.
Good. Let the bastard die.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I'm not mad at that. I'm just like amazed. I'm shocked.
You don't understand, Primal. This guy and I have a rocky history.
From us playing through the series, yeah. And then we finally get to see his true feelings.
So sad. You let them reduce you to this? I thought you outgrew the marks under your eyes. So? You look like you need them. Stop it. The whole act. I thought this was all for her. At first, I sacrificed everything to try and track her down. You're the one who went off and made other friends. Left her and me.
You want to track someone down called Dog the Bounty Hunter.
It infuriated me how you just exited our lives. I lost all sense of purpose. I didn't forget you. Yes, I know. You wouldn't do that. But I was jealous. You admit it. Well, if I make it back, you won't get it out of me a second time. See you, Isa. See you, Lee.
Really
well, you
hope
got what
that
you wanted.
Axel
He's
gets
fucking
his
dead, so.
Keyblade back.
Well, you got what you wanted. He's fucking dead, so.
Gotta run. Good luck.
All right. But now.
Well, we get a camper van. We go around the world. We see some pretty cool sights.
Guess I should have brought some ice cream.
Dude, come on. Is it no? It's not a mad. Come on. It's like, come on. You're gonna make me sad.
I told you that part would be a tearjerker. It was for me.
Ah, dude, come on. I saw. Come on.
Now to bring back one more reunion.
Oh God, poor Matt. All right, one last reunion. Here we go. So we have Daft Punk Sora and freaking is that Roxas again, or is that some? Oh, that's Ven. All right.
Yep, that's Ven.
Sora.
Yeah, they just look a little similar. So, with the power of Excalibur, we're gonna fight these assholes. I couldn't get the rock off of it, so I, use it as a hammer. So. Dude, that's crazy. Now I want to play the game again.
I've essentially started a revolution of new players again.
What?
I've essentially started a new trend of playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again for everybody, apparently.
Yeah, I actually want to play the whole franchise again because I think 3 was my first like legitimate time playing that I remember. I think I played 2, and then that was it.
Oh, we almost bounced them.
I'm sorry. I just needed a moment.
You're fine. You're fine.
Hey, it's like what you told me last night. Everybody's okay to be vulnerable. I like this black and white outfit Sora's got going on. I want to wear that.
That is an awesome outfit. What it is.
What outfit is that? What's it called?
This one's called Double Form. Pardon me.
Double Form.
Is that complete with the belch?
Apparently.
You chat. Double Form. Burp. Morty, burp. We got to use a double form on this guy.
Oh gosh.
Let's go. All right, so here we go. We're fighting Guy Manuel. What? Looks like we're fighting Guy Manuel here from Daft Punk.
Vanitas.
Yep.
You shouldn't have stayed in the air that long. He stood up there for so freaking long, waiting for me to just land that hit. I was like, dude, you're gonna do this? You're gonna let me do it? Okay, you're dead. And he dead.
You just summoned the entire galaxy just to kill him. Sora's a god. Sora is god.
With all the Keyblade transformations and everything, yeah, no kidding.
In the beginning, God didn't create the universe. Fucking Sora did.
Oh gosh.
Face. I'm the piece of Ventus that was taken away. And you're the piece Ventus needed to be whole again. So, why shouldn't you and I look exactly the same? You define me, Sora. The same way that Ventus does.
I'm not a huge fan of the whole muscle thing they got going on, like the human muscle tissue.
I compared it to Venom.
What?
I compared it to Venom.
Yeah, with Riku's outfit.
Yeah, but even then, Venom's more of like, I don't know, like the whole human muscle thing they got going on over here with see that
the revealing tissues and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of does look a bit like it's on from like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I do not like that.
Admittedly, that is kind of off-putting, but it makes for a cool-looking anime villain outfit.
Not just darkness. We decide what
It's like I think what it is that I just have bad flashbacks to the I think it was like a 90s Dracula that was like trying to emulate the book. Dracula in the beginning wears that freaking armor and it's so trash. Anytime I see something like, anytime I see armor like this, I think of that bad Dracula movie.
I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and don't get me started with Gary Oldman playing him as old man Dracula.
How is that okay? Vanitas?
Ah, nice Doctor Who reference. Nice.
What Doctor Who reference?
I think it's one of the members typing in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
We will destroy the Seekers with one hero. You're superior in only one aspect. And what is that? You are better than dying. It would be better if I had freaking voice mod to do like the filter, but like voice mod kind of sucks and I don't have a good microphone, so.
Yeah.
If you're screaming for Terra, just get Beast Boy.
Wrong Terra.
You'll never be able to break these chains. They're our bonds.
Calm down, Jacob Marley.
You have no power over me!
Stop, Terra! Please, stop it!
Farewell.
No!
Those chains look really freaking cool.
I kept my promise.
Yo, what is that? That is awesome.
That is
That's
10.
Terra.
Yep. It was finally confirmed.
You fell to the dark.
He's like, shut up, for crying out loud.
One day, I will set this right. One day, I will set this right. I will return to this land and protect my friends.
Terra, now!
That Heartless looks so badass. I love that thing. It's so cool. I want to fight more monsters.
You got caught off there.
And he also disconnected.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Aqua, Ben!
Terra? Is it you?
Yeah. You never stop lighting my way back.
You're here.
I heard you too, Ven. You found me, just like you promised. Thank you.
Aqua and Ventus need rest. Terra, look after them.
No, Sora. I'm going to.
That's what he wants. For us to make a mistake. Put ourselves in danger.
Sora, go. We'll catch up with you.
Right. I got this. It's night already?
Wait, is it night?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like it's nighttime.
Not yet, anyway.
It's pink.
Yeah, that would indicate that it's sunset at the latest.
It isn't until we come over this ledge that all of a sudden it gets
I love
dark.
this wall run. I love the wall running mechanic, by the way. That's the best mechanic in Kingdom Hearts.
I know. It's awesome.
I love that.
Riku, Your Majesty! Sora!
About time.
Sorry.
This fight's crazy.
Xemnas, Ansem, and young Xehanort.
Wait, is she in trouble?
Yeah, Xemnas took her.
Where's the good guy, Xehanort?
There isn't one.
Oh, there's not?
Settle down, boy.
It's Sora!
The 13 darknesses and 7 lights have clashed 9 times, yielding these 9 keys.
I forget. Wasn't there like a mentor that like taught the guy and like he was a good dude? Is that this asshole was a dick and killed him or something?
You're talking about Ericus, aren't you?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, but
You forget.
yeah, but like, can we have a fight between him and his mentor or something, and then the mentor just kicks his ass?
Oh, the one that taught Ericus and Xehanort, his name is Odin. That was revealed in Dark Road. Which is...
Did he impale himself? Did he impale himself on a tree, stab his eye out, and then hang himself off the tree for like God knows how long just to understand shit?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's not Norse mythology Odin.
Right. It's just Odin.
Nodin.
Yeah, that definitely was messed up there on my end again. It's like, I was trying to say Odin, and all of a sudden Norton just popped up into my freaking speech right there, and it's like, well, why am I trying to say Norton? Ugh.
I love it when they do this. I love this cool, like, epic multi-key attack.
I know.
Behold the evil keys.
I take it we can't use the links here either?
Yep.
I just realized something with Sora's outfit.
What's that?
We took the style of Xemnas from his final fight in Kingdom Hearts 2.
If it shows up here, we'll be able to get a closer look. I doubt it, but I hope it would. Nope. Wouldn't mind getting a closer look at Sora's outfit. I think you're right, though. The final form would be more resemblance to Xemnas, I think, because it's got a little bit of black.
I'll go back to my time and live out my life. But Sora, you're done now. Your journey ends here. What? Goodbye, Sora. Your time in this world is...
No, so he's an asshole.
Oh yeah, that one in particularly has been an asshole this whole entire time.
Your time is up. I mean, we're literally the protagonists. We can just kick your ass. So. Now, should we just focus on... Now, for these sort of fights, do you have to just focus on one, or do you have to, like, constantly switching, like, this guy gets his ass kicked, this guy gets his ass kicked?
I think they share the same HP.
Nah, it's 3 separate HPs, but we can just fight one at a time if we wanted to.
Okay, so it's Xenoverse rules.
Yeah, exactly. But because of how frequently they pop in and out from time to time and stuff, they tend to kind of get in the way.
Yeah, okay, so it's Dragon Ball Xenoverse rules, got it.
Yeah.
Dude, use the galaxy move on him again.
As soon as they reappear.
Or like you lock onto them and then shoot him for a bit, and then he stands still, and then you just summon like an entire freaking multiverse just to grid him. Or that also works. He tanked that.
They're just gonna hold still, apparently.
When you wish upon a star, that's no. That's like.
That's not too far off.
Phew, I was about to say. It's taking us a while to take out the next one.
Bested yet again.
I know that you have a heart.
You have a heart, but you also have a bad haircut.
Was it worth it?
I feel.
It's 2020, and you still think mullets are looking cool.
Actually, this game came out in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, anyway. Alright, let me rephrase that. It's 2019 and you saying mullets are freaking cool. Go back to the 90s, you freaking emo punk rock band. Evil wannabe.
I mean, you want to talk.
My character is from the 1940s. He just has some gothic aesthetic a little bit to him.
My point is that both of you are emo AF.
Pain is being
Yeah.
Zemnis?
I try not to be, though. I try not to be as emo as I used to be.
Incredible strength.
I know the exact same feeling. Since Kingdom Hearts 1, we've known these characters for so long. And this one's the biggest impact right here for me.
Fighting Ansem again after so long.
Take this! Almost. It almost killed him.
Do we see Beast in this game, or?
No.
Sadly, no.
I'm still in rehab, guys!
What?
Yeah.
A journey.
Get out of here, Beast! You're in it, you fucking asshole.
You know, it's strange.
Actually, after the events of 2, he became human again.
Your strength
shit,
is
cool.
vaster than darkness. I knew I never stood a chance. Part of me wanted to defy my fate. But when the others betrayed us, I found I did not care. And then, nothing else seemed to matter.
My hair is a bird. Your arguments are invalid.
Handsome.
Look at the size of his head. They look like literal bird wings.
Okay, so he says, funny thing about these speeches is it actually meant a lot to me because I spent 20 years with these villains.
Yep.
And brace yourself for the next part. Don't worry if you still got the live action film to do.
Wait, Kingdom Hearts had a live action film?
No.
He's referring to Beast. That last part, anyway.
freaking cool looking. I want one. I want a bad guy key.
You can technically on Etsy for $300.
I want a bad guy key. I don't want to break my fucking wallet.
Oh god.
Then again, this is the same guy that forgot what a fucking pound was. So.
Oh man.
Now, Sora. Darkness and light's final clash.
Oh, you dick! You can't be using Sora's girlfriend like that.
Kyrie! You require motivation.
That's a cheap move, man.
Very cheap.
At least fight her with honor, and you just killed her. Come on. Seriously?
Kyrie! Why her?
Simple, because he's a dick.
Why?
I have done it.
Xehanort!
You okay?
And you just broke the freaking multiverse with your time powers.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Riku!
Now, the Keyblade War will finally reach its conclusion.
Wait, it's been going? I thought it stopped after all the Keyblade wielders fucking died.
And now you know what the Keyblade looks like.
The Keyblade
Way too bulky as hell to use.
It's so impractical.
That is bulky. You cannot be using that in a fight.
It's literally just two Kingdom Keys fused together. It is such an uninspired design. I hate it.
Is it bad that, like, if you want, I want to redesign it actually, because that is such a bad design for the Keyblade. Like, I like the X thing they were doing with the blade. That was kind of cool, but
Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact we'd kind of be spoiled for Kingdom Hearts 3 because we see it at birth by sleep, it'd be interesting to just have three unique, different Ultima Keyblade weapons and combine them together. Although that would be bulky as hell, but still.
I had a cool idea where it's like you just give me an idea where you have like the main Keyblade, you have one based on light which goes in one direction, and then one based on dark which goes in the other direction, and then it comes together into this like giant handle. It doesn't become like this fucking like whatever the hell they did with the handles there.
Here it is.
Had a couple of plot points that needed ironing out.
Really?
He opened Kingdom Hearts.
So what now?
We've still got one hope.
Your Majesty, Riku, are you okay?
We're fine.
Yeah.
What hope?
It's Xehanort. During the Mark of Mastery exam, we learned that he can transcend space and time. He's a portal, and we can use that to trap him.
But it won't be easy. Aqua, Riku, I'll need both your help if we're gonna push Xehanort out of this world.
Understood.
Wait! I'll do it.
What?
Kingdom Hearts is a much bigger threat. Let me handle Xehanort. while you guys keep
I
shut.
like this last comment. It's like, I've got a better idea. Why don't we just go home to Kingdom Hearts 1 to have Mum's dinner that's been set on the table for 2.5 years? The most lingering question of the entire series.
He goes home, he eats the fucking dinner, he's like, oh shit, it's expired.
I mean, there is a time in Kingdom Hearts 2 where he heads back to Destiny Island. Who's to say that he didn't eat it then?
That reminds me of how it should have ended.
Without Keyblades, it's not like we'll be much help here.
Donald's like, we're in this final spotlight. We need some form of attention.
You put us on the back burner, you fucking asshole. I want my royalties.
The darkness is spreading.
Sora.
Huh? Oh. Hey.
Kyrie will be alright. I can feel it.
Thank you.
Damn it, I'm gonna be sad again. Stop making me sad, you stupid game.
The game's like, nope, this is the third game in the entries. We gotta pull out all the stops.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Dishonor on your grandmother's cow.
Axel's Keyblade's back!
Yep. It's not over yet, Xehanort.
What the hell? When did they get through this?
So when do we get to the battle gates?
If I'm not mistaken, after this cutscene, we should have access to them.
Dude, that giant black heart looks so cool.
It was wrapped up in shadows.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so cool. I like that. I like the bad guys have better aesthetics, the good guys have better characters.
Where are we?
We're in a rooftop run.
Is this Radiant Garden?
This
Wait,
is.
that's not rooftop. That's
Hold on. Chris was saying something.
Give it a moment. Or at least I hope it'll reveal the name.
It's beautiful.
Reminds me of a Patos Island from Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, there's a lot of Sonic Unleashed.
Speaking of Sonic, somebody mentioned Sonic 06 in the chat.
Alright, which one's those? Shit. Dassault Worms. I'm sorry. For context, I'm looking through a stream that's being played on Discord, and some of the chat quality's a little out of weird, so I can't really read it.
Yeah. Let's see.
What
if I'm not
exactly was that?
mistaken, what I was going to say, the world that they're in right now is called Scala Ecylum.
Right. No, you're good. Yeah.
Let's see.
It actually reminds me of Windy Valley from Sonic 06 too, actually, a little bit. Damn, we're not gonna make it!
Here we
speed
go.
up.
Here we go. Yep, the battle gates have been activated.
Sora will never know what hit him.
Yep. So I know we're literally at the final battle, but number one, we are over our time limit that we normally do. Plus, I gotta go and get groceries later on. Gotta use the bathroom myself. And me and Mac did suggest an idea of doing a grind stream. But since now that we got the battle gates, we can literally get to level 99 relatively easy. Which means the next stream, we'll do the grind. We'll beat Master Xehanort. And then depending on how much time, we'll probably do literally the first part of Remine.
Wait, do your levels carry over in that?
Yeah. That's why you would want to level up to 99 whenever you beat the game. So that way you can carry on to Remine. Because after the Remine section, things get bumped up to 11 in terms of difficulty. I mean, yes, we are on normal. But I mean, if you thought things got crazy then, things are going to get crazier once we get into like the data battles. And then, of course, Yozora eventually.
Only 11?
Well,
given the track record of this franchise, I would have figured it'd been bumped up to 13.
Oh, that's a good one. But yeah, really, in all honesty, this is literally the ultimate high that I've been right now. I mean, we were in the final battle. We've got people joining in on the chat and everything. This is literally the highest.
Old and new.
Yep, both old and new. This is crazy.
And I'm back from the dead.
Oh yeah, it does. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. I died when Goofy got hit with the rock. Yeah, Xehanort killed me when Goofy got hit with the rock.
But you were still around and recoded.
That's a ghost. That's a ghost.
Ghost.
Oh, don't tell me that was Data Primal.
Yeah.
But
okay. Yeah, I think we should probably call it off here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and end off the stream today. But thank you all for those that joined in. Thank you, Mac Primal, for joining in. Thank you, Cosbot, as well as I believe we had one other poison person that joined in. Yeah,
Poison.
My speech has really been terrible these last couple of days, and I don't know why. But yeah, thank you so much all for joining.
Oh, that's interesting. I was reading what Cosbox says. It's no use take this. It's no use. Even the name Kingdom Hearts has 13 letters. Also 7 lights, 13 darkness, 7 side games, 13 years till Kingdom Hearts 3.
Youch.
Organization 13 strikes again.
And it all comes together for the 20th anniversary.
Yep. 21st.
Well, yeah.
But alright then, we'll go ahead and end the stream. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Doodles.